In this week's video we start our journey in the very beautiful Tewksbury, where we have a quick look around the market and then miss our entry through the lock onto the River Severn. The River Severn is long but it's absolutely beautiful. And we're on a mission with the promise of sausage rolls. It's a dramatic end to the day when we have to rescue people who've been stuck on their narrowboat.
Oh, so dramatic rescue on the river.
We struggle to wind our boat as it flips 180 degrees in the wrong direction.
I don't know, to be honest, it just wouldn't turn round in there. I think it's too shallow at that end.
And will we find somewhere to moor, or are we going to be trapped on the wrong side of the lock on the river in the dark?
Afternoon.
Afternoon, I can't believe it. We're still at Tewksbury Marina. We've been here for a couple of days.
Which was always the plan, wasn't it? It's
Yes.
not like we've thingied.
Yeah.
So we've gone into Tewksbury town today to do a bit of filming. The market's been on absolutely lovely.
Had a coffee,
Yeah.
no cake.
No cake. I'm on a diet. I've started the gym. So, just typical of us, we're setting off late. Andy on the boat next door has just told us that the lock doesn't open until 2 because they have lunch 1 till 2. So we're going to head off to the lock landing and then see how far we can get. We're hoping to get to Upton.
Upton Bridge.
Yep.
If there are no moorings, we're going to have to carry on all the way to Worcester, which is a bit of a
quite a
journey.
journey, that,
About
isn't
6 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. And considering how late it is, we don't want to be doing that if we can help it.
Yeah. But yeah, Tewksbury Market was nice. Tewksbury's really nice. We've been to the Black Bear for a few drinks and something to eat. And that was
1300
really
and
nice.
something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1301, is it?
Yeah.
Pub?
Yeah.
Um,
It was built. I'll fill in the lines. You've got to guess when Anthony's talking.
I don't think so.
Get to fill in the gaps.
You need a translator when you're talking.
But yeah, we've really enjoyed our time here. Everyone's been dead friendly. The staff have been really good. We spent a lot of money on fuel, 200 litres, and we've worked out that we're actually using more fuel on our electric propulsion boat.
We have
than the
used more
diesel boat.
fuel this time, like between sort of getting the boat and now, than we would have done the diesel boat for a whole year, I reckon.
Yeah.
But that's all linked with the batteries and the generator coming on. That now, touch wood, has been resolved, so the generator doesn't come on very often now. So we'll give you a breakdown anyway.
This will be a good test,
Yeah,
won't it, really,
of
for the
what we
next few
use, but we'll
weeks?
give you a true breakdown of what it should be using now things have been resolved.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to head up, we think, towards the lock landing. Be nice if we finish lunch early, but I don't think it's going to happen, is it? We had a lovely meal last night with Derek and Pauline on Silver Fox.
Yeah, thanks so much.
It was nice to see them.
It was.
Yeah,
Catch up, a few drinks.
just a few drinks. And Pauline's limoncello.
Oh,
Highly
yeah,
recommend
beautiful.
that. Don't tell everyone, because they'll all want it, won't they? But yeah, we're going to head off and we'll see in a bit. Typical that it was 5 to 1 and we missed it by about 10 minutes, didn't we, getting to that lock?
Well, we wouldn't have got there in 10 minutes
No,
anyway, so.
no. Yep.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. A bit nervous about this. See you in a bit.
See you soon.
We've just been chatting to Andy and apparently it was Annette's birthday the other week, so happy birthday to Annette.
Happy birthday.
Some beautiful boats, aren't they?
I do love a Dutch barge.
This really lovely bridge is King John's Bridge, and just beyond that on the left hand side is the Black Bear pub. We had about 40 minutes to kill before the lock was open again after lunch, so we decided to sit down and get lunch of our own.
Oh, we've got an audience, Anthony. No pressure. You all right?
Okay.
Do you want the centre line or the bow and stern line?
I'll put the middle one over
Yeah.
the post for you.
All right, thank you. It's electric, doesn't need
Okay.
my help. I'm glad I didn't climb.
I said the gates were electric, but I didn't know whether he needed a helm with the paddles.
This is the lockkeeper's dog, and isn't he absolutely gorgeous?
Set off 5 minutes earlier. We'd have got here just on time, wouldn't we? Thanks a lot, Christopher.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. That's the tidal Severn. We don't want to go that
Hang
way.
on, Chuck, I can't see what's going on here. Is it round that way?
Yeah. Just see in the distance that Silver Fox. It's a nice little boat.
Yeah.
You alright?
Hiya, you alright? I like the name. Rivendell, that's Lord of the Rings.
Right, well we're turning right onto the River Severn. This is the old Avon that we're on. If we go left, that's towards Gloucester and Sharpness, and we would have loved to have done that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, everybody we spoke to says how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's just too far for us to travel to work, and we'll have to come back and do it again, won't we?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we'll have loads more freedom when we're retired.
Are you sounding that new horn? That's better.
I've rewired a horn. So we had like a snail horn on the last boat, on this boat, sorry, inside the bow locker. So like absolutely useless. It sounded like
a bike, a kid's bike.
It sounded like a clown car. So we bought a horn and then wired it, but it was still in the bow locker. So I've extended the wire and brought it out. We just need to find a place or a way of attaching it to the metalwork without having to drill holes into it.
That's it. Liam's never speaking to us again.
That sounds amazing, like a truck.
Yeah, that's what you want.
None of that cheap horn.
Cheap horn.
It's not for us, that, is it?
No. Ah, well, we were hoping to moor at Upton Bridge, but we've been told by our friends, is it Karen and Tony?
Yep.
Yeah, who've been in touch and said it doesn't look like there are any moorings. There may be by the time we get there. If not, we're going to have to carry on all the way to Worcester. That's some epic journey for
I'll tell
today.
you what though, that's going to be some journey because this is...
Yeah, the tide, the flow's against us this time.
Yeah,
so it feels like we're
crawling.
walking.
6 hours is probably going to take about 10. It's going to be really dark by the time we get there.
I think we'll have to take it out of eco mode. I'll have to, won't we?
Look how tiny that narrowboat looks.
Where?
It like over there, it almost looks like a toy, considering the size of this river.
It's a big river, isn't it?
It is massive.
Very wide. I'm a bit nervous now.
I can't get over how small that looks.
Glad we've got our life jackets on.
And our anchor.
You can just make out a narrowboat in the distance under that bridge. Probably not, just a tiny dot. Can they get past there, Anthony?
Just about.
They're going a lot faster than us if they're coming against the flow.
Aye.
All right.
This 170-foot cast iron bridge is Mythe Bridge, and it was built by Thomas Telford in 1828.
What a lovely looking bridge. We're being passed by the rowers. Good, aren't they?
And this impressive structure is the M50 Queen Hill Viaduct.
That's not Tethys, is it? No, Trinity. You alright? Yep. That's a nice building, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, really beautiful.
Oh, there's the marina.
This is Upton upon Severn, and it looked really attractive. We were hoping to find a mooring here for the night, but we couldn't find any that were available. In hindsight, we should have stayed here rather than trying to catch up with our friends.
Yeah, well, bless him, he's wanting to get up. Oh. Oh. What? These look like they're cooling off, bless them. It's really, really warm. Great cruising day. It is.
We're trying to get Dexter used to sitting on this cushion, but you're not having it, are you, lad? He wants to get down. Ignore the mess on the table. Look at that. Beautiful. Dexter settled on his bed, bless him at last. He's having a minute. I won't disturb him. I've come down into the boat. I feel a bit burnt, to be honest. We've got sun cream on, factor 30, and this looks weird. I've put the stovetop coffee maker on. The generator's kicked in, but we were only at about 30. As the batteries dropped down to about 30%, as a safety precaution, the set to come on, the generator's set to come on at that to keep the batteries topped up. That's a short story. Oh, it's been a lovely day. It's not stressful at all because it's just long continuous cruising on the river. Ah, lovely cups that Pete and Caroline bought us. How nice are those? We're so organised. We thought there'd be moorings this side of Diglis Lock. There isn't. Diglis Lock shuts at 6 o'clock. It's now 20 past 6. So we're out on the river. We've not got loads of power in our batteries, but thankfully the generator is running and topping up those batteries, isn't it? We're only going to Worcester because Tony and Karen promised us a sausage roll.
Yeah.
And now we're stuck on the river, no sausage rolls.
And no mooring.
And nothing for dinner, and no mooring. Poor Dexter can't get off for a week.
We're hoping, well, we're really hoping that, is it called
Kempsey.
Kempsey? That there's some moorings up here.
Yeah, so our friends Tony and Karen said there was a wide beam moored at Kempsey. We may have to double breast. I hope they're okay with that.
Yeah. And they may have moved on. But the alternative then is, if there isn't any there, is to turn back and head back to Upton Bridge. We did see a mooring outside a pub.
Yeah. 2 moorings outside the pub. That's an hour and a half. So if we get to Kempsey, we'd have to go back. That's another hour and a half. And we've been cruising since. Well, we've been cruising for. Oh no, actually, it was 2 o'clock, wasn't it? Oh, it's only been 4 hours.
That's it. It does feel long.
It feels like it's been about 8 hours.
It feels really like a long time.
Yeah, we got through the lock on the Avon lock at 2 o'clock. So we've only been cruising for 4 hours. Oh, what are we moaning at? Yeah. It's our fault because, well, it was my fault. I said we need to have a walk around Tewksbury because I was working all day yesterday. People said it was lovely and we wanted to walk round and have a coffee. If we hadn't done that, we'd have got through Avon Lock before the lock keeper went for his lunch.
It wasn't for them pesky kids.
If it wasn't for the pesky kids, yeah. And we'd have made it here in plenty of time. It'd be about.
That's our whole life, isn't it? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I think that's. We never learn.
No.
That's the thing.
The ironic thing is, I was listening to an audio book yesterday on being more organised.
How's that going for you?
It's going really well, but you didn't. I was up at 7 a.m. I'm just going to point this out. Anthony got up at 9. We should have got up and set off at 8, shouldn't we?
No, we should just cut out going to Tewksbury. I needed to lie in because I'm absolutely exhausted.
You had a day of rest yesterday. All you did was put the washing machine on and go to the pub.
And sort the horn out.
Oh, fix the horn. You must have been exhausted after that, Anthony. Did you need to lie down?
I did.
A little siesta?
Yeah. Siesta.
A little siesta? Ah, poor Dexter. He's had his dinner. I'm just thankful, we're thankful it's such a beautiful day.
Yeah, imagine doing this in the rain.
Yeah, if we have to cruise back and the sun's setting, that might be quite romantic. We're about 4 minutes away from Kempsey.
Yeah.
Let's face the camera round. Fingers crossed. Wasn't my week. Yeah, beautiful evening. Problem is, if we have to go back to Upton, it's an hour and a half, then it's another 2 hours back to Worcester in the morning.
Back to Worcester?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I thought you meant for the van.
No, going back to Worcester. We couldn't stop at Kempsey because there were private moorings and there were no moorings available. We may have been dead cheeky and just moored and then gone and paid or made a donation in the morning. But no spaces. And nobody on the wide beam to ask, would they
Could we
mind?
buddy up?
Yeah, could we buddy up and be really cheeky? I know this is your private mooring. I don't think I'd be impressed.
Anyway, onwards. We think we've seen a marina that might be this side of the lock if it exists.
Why don't you come and stand here? Should people
Because I'm quite happy just sat
Just
here
sat
now.
down? Oh,
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
It's a hard day. Oh, it is a beautiful evening. We just feel bad that Dexter may be wanting a wee. Wow, look at that. That looks beautiful in this light. We're still not down, are we, Anthony?
No. Well, the worst case scenario, we can just turn back.
Yeah.
It's going to be like another hour and a half, but
It'll be dark.
it'll be dark.
I think it's 2 hours now from here, though, at least.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
what it is, isn't it?
What a shame.
Them's the breaks.
Yeah. Just had a pigeon sat on the roof, but I didn't see him land on there, did you?
No.
Cheeky pigeon. What we need is a nice pub with a
Mooring.
patron's mooring. Would be perfect. We're feeling a little bit more hopeful now, aren't we?
We've just asked this lady on this nice boat here,
Yeah.
and she thinks a bit further up there's a wall that you can moor by
Yeah. And walk the dog.
and walk the dog. Because that's the most important thing for us now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is being able to get Dexter off.
Yeah.
So, under the bridge apparently,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
And if this works out for us, we're not that far from the lock in the morning, which is open at 8.
Yeah.
So we can just crack on, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
And get into Worcester.
Look at that beer barrel.
What we need is Pete. He'd have known exactly how long this was going to take and what time
We
the
certainly
lock's
wouldn't be in
closed.
this situation, would we?
No. This is a lesson to be learned. You need to be very organised when you're on the rivers, especially.
How many times do we keep saying this? And
I
do we
know.
learn the lesson?
I know.
No. Anyway, let's crack on.
It is a beautiful evening, though. I can't believe it's been so nice. It's been like cruising on a river abroad, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
What's that narrowboat there?
Why do we look like strawberry ice creams, Anthony, in our pink t-shirts? Just trying to work out why that boat's there. They're not attached to anything unless they put the anchor in.
It turns out this boat's stuck and they've been there for over 2 hours. They've got friends on the way, but they've no idea how long they'll be. So we decided that we'd try and help them with the little power that we got.
Oh, you're not, are you? Have you had anybody try and help you?
Well, we've got some friends on the way down from Upton, but
Are you grounded?
there's like a box shape like that.
If we take our bow to that green buoy, are we all right, do you think? Stop there, Anthony, though. Don't go any closer. Both get stuck here. Oh, there's more people on.
Oh, no, Paul.
Watch that buoy.
I know.
Can you take the whole boat sideways?
I'm trying, it's not moving.
Is it worth throwing this rope?
If you can reach it.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get stuck.
Ready when you are.
Hang on.
Our batteries were sitting around 35% at this point, and using the bow and stern thruster really does drain the power. And as you can see, the flow of the river is pushing our bow towards this abandoned boat on the right hand side.
I'm gonna hit this buoy, Chuck. I can't move it. It's gonna hit there, look. I'm a bit concerned we're gonna get stuck.
Get
We look like we're It's in reverse, Paul.
We took the power out of eco mode, but whatever we did, it didn't feel like we were moving at all.
Oh, problem is, we're
It's
going to
boats
touch that
tunnels,
boat.
isn't it? And there's trees there. No, the minute we start moving, it's just taking us into that buoy.
Go forward now and point the tiller there like we did on our helmsman training.
Point the tiller where?
Go forward, point the tiller there.
That's where the tiller is, but it's going to take me into there.
It'll take you back up there.
Hang on, did you say we're all right in this bit? Yeah, we were. Yeah. Right, let's get in then and let's move it like that.
Yeah. They're stuck. We're hoping we don't get stuck.
You can see that we're stuck on the wrong side of that buoy behind us, which means we were in danger ourselves. We were really worried that we were going to get trapped.
No, it's going to pull us out here. Oh. Is it moving?
You moving? Right. Whoa, so dramatic rescue on the river. Wow.
Our friends are on the way down.
How are they? It's a long way from Upton, isn't it?
And Oakums boats as well.
It feels like it's tipping though.
It's not. Well, that was unexpected.
What's going on with that buoy?
Because of the bank and the flow of the river, we ended up flipping our boat 180 degrees, and we were now stuck facing the wrong way.
Well, we couldn't swing the boat round. Is that boat again? Yeah. So what happened then? We're panicking a bit now, aren't we?
Well, because, I don't know, to be honest, it just wouldn't turn round in there. I think it's too shallow at that end.
Yeah.
So it was making our boat spin. So now we're facing the wrong direction. So I'm going to try and wind here because it looks a little bit wider.
Yeah, it does. Fingers crossed. Right, you've done it. You've avoided the boat behind you, plenty of room. Well done, Chuck.
Shit.
You're right, nowhere near that boat. Don't panic. You've avoided it. Well done, Chuck.
No, I was going backwards, so
All
I
right.
would have smashed into it.
Tell you what, Anthony, our hearts are pounding, but well done. Oakums Narrowboat to the rescue. I think this is their friends who's come all the way from Upton to rescue them as well.
We'll have his mooring spot.
I know. Well, the day just gets even more exciting. I was really worried then. When you started spinning round on that buoy, I thought we're going to get stuck.
Yeah, so did I.
And lose all power. You're not going too fast now, Chuck. We could still lose power. We've not got far to go, so.
Though the
fingers
generator's
crossed.
still going, you're not going to lose power.
No.
It will be throwing charge into it.
Blimey.
I think we deserve a drink.
We do deserve a drink. Oh, well, that was dramatic, wasn't it?
It was. I thought we were going to tip at one point. That was the thing. It was.
I definitely thought we were going to be grounded and stuck there for the night. They were off.
Yeah, it looked like we'd rescued them, and then we were stuck.
Oh.
In fact, it spun us on like 360, didn't
Yeah,
it?
did a hunt. And Anthony's like, don't film me doing this, stressed enough. But I'll film some of it. He did very well, Anthony. I'm very
you.
impressed. And it was so nice to see that couple. They were so relieved. They gave each other a hug and a kiss.
It was nice.
That was nice.
Good deed, wasn't it?
It was our good deed. Hopefully someone will do that for us if we ever get into trouble.
Well, that's what you hope, isn't it?
Yes.
You do things like that in the hope that if ever it happens to you, somebody will think the same.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep looking down because he's only just gone down. Now he's trying to get back up the steps again. Stay there a minute, lad. Yep, it's been a very long day, a very dramatic day. Can't believe it. We're stuck on the river. We've missed out on sausage rolls. We've got no dinner. We've missed our time in at the locks twice. And we're hoping that we can get a mooring on this.
Well, if we can't, then this couple won't either. So they said that if there's only one space, we can moor abreast of them.
Do you know what I've just realised though?
What?
If I was hoping that if the wall's as high as the boat, I was going to have to lift Dexter onto the roof.
Oh, Paul, watch him.
Sorry.
Good boy, clever lad.
Sorry.
He's made it.
I was thinking that if this wall's really high, I'd be able to lift Dexter onto our roof and then onto the bank. But if that boat's there, it's going to be onto our roof, onto their roof, and onto the bank.
Needs must.
Oh, fingers crossed.
I'm sure they won't mind.
Yeah. Dexter's going to be weeing overboard at this rate, isn't he?
Yeah, bless him.
Well, if you've enjoyed this week's video and you'd like to see more, yeah, we're exhausted, and you'd like to see more, don't forget to hit that bell icon for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And
Please keep your comments coming. I love to reply to them. I love to see what people have got to say.
yeah.
Well, I'm just, my head's banging.
And we know we've got a lot of new viewers, so welcome to all those new viewers. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, welcome to the channel.
Yeah, please let us know in the comments where you're watching from, because it's nice to find out where people are in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're amazed. Tasmania, Australia, Canada.
We had Sweden today, didn't we?
Sweden, yes, yeah. But yeah, we've had an amazing day, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. It's completely free and it does help us out. I'm going to turn the camera around for the last part of the day.
Last part of the day.
Yeah. I bet these houses never get flooded.
We need to turn right here.
Okay.
The kids. Bless them.
You beeping your own?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Good gone.
Sadly, there's no pontoons. I thought there would have been.
No, he said there was
the-
no floating
The Lockie
pontoon.
said that.
Well, we managed to moor up on the right hand side. We had to lift Dexter onto our roof and up onto the bank just so he could use the toilet, bless him, then carry him back down and get onto the boat. We then moved over to these two boats, so it was 3 boats abreast, and we waited for the lock to open at 8 o'clock the next morning. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching and see you next week.